welcome back to Random Witchcraft with your host, Vix. This week is going to be a little different. Callie, unfortunately, is a little under the weather, so I get to run solo this week. Fun! So this week, we're going to talk about the interesting and fun art of offerings. There's many different types of offerings that you could offer, whether it be to your house spirits, the nature spirits, deities, or even to the animal spirits that surround you. And as we start with a good one, incense. The smoke is said to carry one's prayers to the highest realms, but to be literally consumed by a class of beings called scent eaters. Personally, I want to learn about these scent eaters and what they actually do. They sound kind of interesting. Next, we have light. It's a universal symbol for wisdom. It's appreciated by most spiritual beings, and is thought to be literally consumed by certain beings. Whatever you use as an offering should be separate from your work lights, the lights you use to illuminate your temple. Like a candle, even if it's an LED candle, or a random light that is specifically for this purpose. Now, water, on the other hand, does symbolize purity and washing clean. Water is an extremely attractive and calming substance for many spirits to linger near, especially spirits of the dead. Now, fruit symbolizes the fruit of gnosis and the surrender of something valuable of yours to the spirits. And who doesn't like to give out flowers? Flowers are always beautiful, and they are a symbol of beauty and impermanence. Some spirits absorb their beauty, some their scent, and others value their very impermanence. Yeah, I know how to talk eventually. Now, meat is valued by most by the strong, wild, and wrathful spirits. Meat is a potent offering. It was the smell of burning flesh that was offered in the Bible, and is still a powerful incense today. Already prepared or even raw meat can also be offered to beings that like that kind of thing. Now, money as an offering, really good offering. If you're wanting to give it to your departed loved ones, and it is enjoyed by certain beings of the second classification that value your sacrifice. And it could also be a very powerful offering to the beings that govern money matters. But its offering must be handled properly. In some cases, burning of money as an offering to the spirits of the dead might be appreciated, which is why you see the hell notes for sale in Chinatown. Other times, this might be considered offensive to the spirits of money itself. And of course, you got symbols. Certain beings have various symbols and tools that they are associated with. Love goddesses seem to enjoy perfume and sometimes even sex toys. War deities love swords and even guns. Wealth spirits love hoarding jewels and money. Spirits of dead magicians seem to like talismans and occult bric-a-brac. Random things. Just use your knowledge and intuition to choose which are appropriate. And of course, charitable donations are small sacrifices you can make that can be used as offerings. Money and personal objects are also a way to give of oneself, but be sure that you are ready to let whatever it is go. You don't want to use it after. That could anger some spirits. Magic involving BDSM at times can be offering of pain. Whipping a willing submissive as a sort of human sacrifice. And, of course, the most ancient and the most taboo, animal sacrifices, which I don't recommend. If you pretty much slaughter animals for food, it's not that big of a deal. But if you live in the city and you buy your meat from a grocery store, that's not an appropriate one. Just because you want to look badass and dark doesn't mean that you should do that. It's not right, and it's only right in the certain circumstances of people that actually do that for a living or for their survival. Now, the disposing of offerings can be a little tricky. Like, if you're dumping wine or water into the earth to give to the spirits, obviously you don't have to worry about it. But if it's food and flowers or anything that spoils, what do you do with the offerings? Well, in all actuality, you can bury them. You can take them to a crossroads. You can take them to nature and disperse all of it. If it's like foods, if it's safe to do so, you can leave it out for the wild animals, just as long as it's not something that will harm them. Which, like, meat, breads, it gives the wild animals a nice snack and something a little extra that they probably won't find elsewhere. Now, if the offerings are like jewelry or jewels or mojo bags, you can always, if it's stones, you can cleanse them and reuse them for different purpose once the offerings are pretty much used up. Which, everything goes bad after a while and becomes stagnant. And with jewelry and jewels, you could cleanse them and recharge them and repurpose them. And there's nothing like being a witch of repurposing random things. We do jars and containers and all these other things and make them new. You can always do that with your used up offerings too. There's always fun, creative ways to give offerings to whatever spirits or deities you feel that you want to make offerings to. Sometimes they're daily offerings where you well, do it daily and give a little bit every day. Then you have like the big offerings for like special occasions, or say like the summer or winter solstice or the equinoxes. Those ones can be a little bit bigger. But definitely don't do big offerings daily, because that could get expensive and that could also make a mess. Especially if it's offerings for like a permanent altar. That will get full very quickly, and if you're doing food, it will rot and stink up the place. Just one more thing before we end this for today. Today's reference book was The Elements of Spellcrafting by Jason Miller. And more than likely, Miss Callie will be joining us next week again. Hopefully she feels all better. And till next time, this has been Random Witchcraft. Talk to you next week. Bye. Just one more thing before we sign off for the day. If you would like to send us any comments, concerns, or any questions, or if you would like to support this podcast, or for any future endeavors, click the links below. Thank you.